right. What's up, everyone? Daddy Robux here, and today we are beginning a new adventure. Tarantagash is going to be running through Call of Cthulhu for us. So I don't really know what to say because I've never played before. So we're just gonna shunt it over to him, and we'll let him set it up. Go ahead, Darren.
Thanks. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us for our first session of Call of Cthulhu. I'll be running these fine people through a campaign called Horror on the Orient Express. Excuse me. And we're based in the 1920s. It's a fun little system. I think hopefully everybody here will enjoy. And so I'm just going to set the stage. You all have recently been contacted by Rupert Merriweather, an aging man you have known for some time. Merriweather is unwell and seems not long for this world. He's asked you to meet him at St. Mary's Teaching Hospital in Arkham at 1 o'clock on Thursday. You haven't seen this man for quite some time, so this is an urgent summons and appears to be quite important. Perhaps something to tell you before he dies. And so that's where our scene is set. At the St. Mary's Teaching Hospital, located in downtown Arkham, which is in the northern part of Massachusetts, adjacent to the historic, world-renowned Miskatonic University. So you all start to arrive at this hospital, and why don't you guys? You're gonna have some time to introduce yourselves to each other as you wait for your friend to call you into his room. So why don't we start with Mr. Moore? Why don't you describe your character to us?
Okay. Let me pull up my character sheet to remember all my pertinents. Mr. Moore's portly older white man appears to be in his early 50s. Wearing some coveralls and sorted wrench and screwdriver. He looks like he just got here after a long shift at work.
Okay. Brandon.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Brandon. I'm a 22-year-old military dude from military academy. I'm in a Alpha Sigma, so we got some money. We got some. My dad owns a few companies, not to brag, but I just thought I'd go out and investigate some crimes, and maybe bring some guns with me too, because I like shooting stuff. I'm from the military.
I was not ready for this. Sorry, man. I'm over here dying. I wasn't ready for that. I'm Boomer. It's a pleasure to meet you. Unless you're a Democrat, then you can just stay away from me. I'm not a fan. You probably know me from my series of very famous books exposing the seedy underbelly of our government and the institutions that secretly run it. My most famous are the Psychics Caused the Wall Street Bombing and Fluoride, the Secret Mind Killer. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm really happy to know you.
All right, Mr. Fred Crumb.
Name's Fred Crumb, police officer. I am the law. Don't mess with me. Mess with me, you mess with the law. Pretty good with a handgun. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the resub, Blood Dragon.
And finally,
Appreciate you very much.
Carl.
Carl Mueller, studies of the, supernatural, let's put it that way. A pleasure to meet you all. Hopefully, can have a wonderful time. Looking forward to it.
Okay, well, you're all waiting outside in the hospital of your friend, and you see the door open. Inside, you see a bedridden Rupert Merriweather engaged with two other visitors. It appears to be an older woman and a younger man. As they open the door to come out, Rupert sees the five of you and weakly waves you into the room.
Yes, my dear friend.
Yeah, I'll come into the room. Don't worry, bro.
Yeah, you all go in.
Yep.
Okay. As you enter, the older woman kind of closes the door behind you, and you are alone in the room with Rupert. He turns to you and says, "Thank you all for coming on such short notice. It's fortunate of me to have such good friends that I'm acquainted with. In my youth, I and some of my fellow students became involved in what we believed to be innocent exploration of the occult, led by a slightly older man by the name of Marion Allen. The six of us purchased an old farmhouse a few miles west of Arkham, near the village of Ross's Corners. There we would conduct our seances and other psychical research in privacy. Alas, our work had unseen results. Our last experiment summoned an evil force to this world. And instead of attempting to expel the thing, we were afraid and abandoned the old house, confident that the magic that brought the evil to this world would keep it confined to the vacant house, or send it back after a short time. However, I've since discovered the spell that binds the entities of the house lasts only as long as the casters live. I'm the last of the group, and I fear that upon my death, the thing will go free and wreak havoc on the folks thereabouts. I'm too old, too ill, and too much of a coward to go back to that house to try and banish the entity myself. I am guilty of many things, but my deepest sin was unleashing that horror that fateful night. I'm convinced the entity will escape its confinements on my death. Take this box, and he motions over towards a metallic box on his nightstand. All I can aid I'll offer you lies within. You must find the courage to send that thing back from where it came. You must see it done. Please do this for me.
Hey, buddy,
you're given the
before you
opportunity
go,
to study something that you yourself call so dangerous about the occult is more than enough motivation, my friend.
that's not important. I just need to, before you go and expire on me, friend, do I have your permission to put your story into writing? Can I quote you on this?
He's
Nurse, can we get someone to help him? He hasn't answered me yet.
Gouts of blood start shooting out of his mouth. I need everyone to make a sanity roll.
Oh shoot.
We're going quick
Already?
here. we're going quick.
Gotta do this by sanity.
Sanity roll.
Yay.
Why is this?
Whoa, bro, that's like not cool. You're not supposed to do that.
All right, Boomer and Brandon, you lose 1 point of sanity from that.
Oh,
As,
no.
doctors and nurses rush into the room, ushering you away from the man who's fallen deeply into a coma.
Sounds like a load of crap to me. What's in the
Well,
box?
It's in the box. All right. Do you guys open the box there in the hospital, or do you take it somewhere to open it?
Maybe we should like get away from this dude. They might think we did it. We didn't do it, right?
it was certainly not because
He's
of our
sick?
presence.
How would they think that we did it? Unless there's some kind of shadow organization in play here. That maybe he was poisoned.
Yeah, you know, my dad's a big fan
Wait,
here. He thinks maybe it's also some big liberal conspiracy. Who knows?
I think perhaps the best plan of action at the moment would be to, well, first of all, get out of this place, as we are certainly not. Well, there's not much for us to do here anymore, as the person who called us here is dying, and he has asked a favor. And I cannot deny that I am very anxious to see what lies in this place.
We just need to be away from the gouts of blood.
Yeah, like I was like not exactly going to medical school, like at least I wasn't really paying attention in classes, like when we were doing the medical stuff. But I don't think that's supposed to happen usually.
Okay. So you guys take the box to like a local cafe to open it up and get a booth in the back or something?
I think
Yeah, probably away from
good.
crying eyes.
Okay. All right. As you open the box, you find the following items. You find a envelope, and inside the envelope is a deed and a key concerning the farm property on Boone Road near Ross's Corners, a village west of Arkham. You find a letter from Rupert Merriweather to you. You find a sarcophagus shaped box with weird symbols on top of it. Maybe Egyptian or something of that nature. You're not really sure. And you find a slim journal.
Oh.
You've got the letter. As you open it up, I'll go ahead and read this to you. Dear friend, in the years after the nightmarish events of the nights in my youth, I have seen many strange things. Only now do I begin to grasp the truth of reality and the scope of what happened in the world. I've tried in my small way to combat the horrors and make amends for my part in bringing one to our plane of existence. What I have left to offer, what riches and wealth I have, I put to good use in dealing with these abominations. It is the very least this old coward can do. I could never make myself go back to that little farmhouse or put those events right. I too gravely feared with that which my friends and I loosed upon the countryside. Nothing of consequence has yet taken place, but with my death, I fear the bonds will be broken and the horror will be freed to come and go as it pleases. Lives not yet taken already weigh heavy on my conscience. The method of delivering the thing out of this world is still in that accursed house. The translations made by Marion from the book of De Vermi Mersti. I was never strong enough to take on the task, but I hope that you are. In ridding this world of this, perhaps you will save my soul from hell, for I fear that my deeds may not be enough to release me from this heavy burden. I do not expect your forgiveness for what I have asked you. Sincerely, Rupert Merriweather.
Hey, let me see that box. That looks like it's something of interest.
Which box?
The sarcophagus shaped box that's covered with the strange
you
symbols.
pick up this sarcophagus shaped box. It's small. It's maybe about a foot and a half long. It's got weird symbols on it. You don't really recognize them. You can try and give, I guess, a history roll if you're looking at the box, or an archaeology roll. Anyone's allowed to do this. These are full rolls for the party. You've all seen the sarcophagus.
I would like to do that as well.
Go for it.
As soon as I find history on my sheet.
You say history or archaeology.
All right, Carl and Boomer, you've well, first of all, Brandon and that's actually not bad by David.
I think I studied these in school.
Yeah, Brandon, you think those are like different Greek houses on the campus. And David, you're not really sure what those are. As for Fred, Boomer, and Carl, you notice these are in fact hieroglyphics from Egyptian times. You can't really read them, but you know that's where they're from. It's a Middle Kingdom sort of thing. You do look on the inside of the box, and when you're looking in the inside of the box, you see different writing on the bottom of it. I would need an occult roll on that.
And
Anyone do it? Or just
Anyone can try it.
Where is occult?
Where's my occult? That is a good question.
Wow.
Occult is on...
There it is.
There we go.
Occult is
No,
like
left or right? Oh, there it is.
Sure.
Ah,
you got 95 occult. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, something's crazy there.
Yeah, I have devoted my life to deciphering the extreme and the strange. Of course, I know what this is. What is it?
Real fast, that was a success on the occult. So you see those boxes on the left side of each of the skills. You've done a successful occult roll, and those of you did the successful history or archaeology roll. Check that little box. So, put a little. You see the circle?
Oh,
Click it.
okay.
Okay.
It indicates you have succeeded in that skill for this event. So you got it for history. There you go. Perfect.
What's up?
Okay, Boomer, you've realized that this writing on the back is from certain occultists lost
I don't have time for this.
to the Pacific
You
continent.
didn't tell me this is what it
Pacific
was.
continent, it's far out there.
Yeah,
this is the
I'll let you
language
know
of
when I'm done,
Mu.
okay?
Don't know the language, but that's what it is. It's from Pacific Islanders, Moo. Moo.
Well,
Does
I
Boomer
will,
relay this information?
Yeah. I would
Okay.
obviously say that out loud to show you all how smart I am. And
Fred would be like, "So what? You speak cow language now? What is this?"
Very funny. Very funny.
That is certainly impressive, Mr. Boomer. Didn't expect someone else to be so proficient in the occult. Well,
The occult.
wait, what do you mean by someone else? Are you one of them? Who is this man? How do you know Mr. Mayweather?
he's a colleague of mine. We studied occult before he went into that situation. Went time to the university. It was a pleasure as a professor.
Are you are you in this society? And he gives you a weird little wink with the left eye, right eye, and then he twitches the side of his face.
I am afraid not. I apologize.
Yeah, some expert this one is.
Well, nonetheless, he has given us quite a bit of information. Getting what this language is related to the farm will certainly be interesting to see.
Okay. So you've looked at the box. You've looked at the letter. You still have the deed and the key, which obviously is self-explanatory. And then you have this journal. Who wants to read the journal to us? How about everyone take turns? Be like elementary school,
Yeah, elementary school.
high school. One of those.
Holy Christ, it's fucking huge.
Yeah, I just read through it. The handout, I just do or whatever.
All right, February 27th, 1877. Marion Allen has acquired an artifact, purportedly Egyptian. It appears to be a small sarcophagus of gold. Inside is a large piece of amber, which entraps a specimen of some unknown species of arthropod. Arthropods, exactly. They come down from space, and they try to abduct our young and transform them into changelings. I've seen it 100 times.
Get to the point, Boomer. Come on. We haven't.
I'm sorry,
all
I
day.
digress. Let's keep reading. Alan is very excited, as the box corresponds to a description he found in an ordinary reference volume in the university's Ornay library. Alan says that in another book, De Vermis Mysterious, I have the first edition at home. It's really a kind of a shit book. Is an explanation of the powers of the box. The text says that the small animal trapped in the amber is actually the host to a bound jinn, a guide to the spirit world. A jinn?
What's a gin? Like the booze?
Yeah, I think you could drink it. I had some of that back in the military academy.
No, you imbeciles! A jinn! It's this spirit. They can grant wishes, but they're often just,
Of course, we know it's a spirit. That's how you drink it.
Yeah.
Young people.
Oh, he means like a ghost. Right, right.
Oh, like that kind of spirit, right?
You guys believe this nut job?
No.
Good.
Ha. I think that everything here is factual, except it's not a ghost or a spirit. It's actually some kind of government-induced mind control. Makes you hallucinate, and that's a fact. There's all these documented instances of it happening, and like I can show you.
I'll read this next section. Let's see.
I
All
never
right.
even finished my section.
March 19th, 1877. We began the ceremony as Alan instructed, according to that described in De Vermillis Mysterious. A fire is set in the fireplace, and a pentagram chopped on the floor, marked with appropriate symbols and illuminated by 2 black tapers placed near the center, flanking the piece of amber with its entrapped spirit. The others sit in a circle while I, the designated watcher who guards for malevolent spirits, sits in the corner of the room. At least I get the comfort of a chair, while the others can look forward to sitting on the floor for hours. Alan throws a handful of powder in the fire, producing an evil-smelling smoke. Whoa, what does evil smell like? And dampening the flame, which now burn a sputtering green and brown. Yeah, I know what that looks like. Those seated on the floor begin to chant in Latin. Oh, not that. And Alan is transcribed from his book. After nearly 2 hours, they see a trail of smoke circling up from a piece of the amber. Its surface seems to be bubbling and melting. Can it be? Have they finally achieved success? He sees a form. Whoa, bro.
Oh,
This is getting deep.
this is getting certainly very, very interesting. What is the next one? We have finished with our plans and have sworn a pact never to speak of what happened last night. Oh, that's not good. We have a secretarial explain the death of poor Robert, and in some manner the madness of Harold. The sheriff accepts the explanation of a carriage accident. We planned it well. Robert's neck was broken in the fall, we told him. Harold struck his head on a rock when the horse leg broke and the carriage rolled. Would it be that? Only that. For the rest of us, it'll be forever changed by what we experienced last night. I will write down the true events so they are not lost completely. Okay, here is the interesting part. The thing formed the center of the pentagram, shapeless and nearly invisible. Its terrible voice should have given us a clue, but we were so foolish. It spoke, then Alan cast a damned powder on the jinn. The dust of Ibn Ghazi, he calls it. And that's when you could all see it clearly. Words cannot adequately describe the faceless thing with 1,000 maws. It roiled and bubbled, never fully revealing itself at any one time. So terrifying was that aspect that I was frozen in place, my pen falling from my nerveless fingers. Cecil and Alan seemed as lifeless as myself, while a short, sharp cry issued from Crawford's mouth. Robert, however, rose to his feet, and before anyone could stop him, stepped forward as though to embrace our horrible guest. Oh boy. With its arms, or those appendages that seem most like arms, it took hold of our poor Robert and twisted his head around as though he was a doll. Lifeless corpse was then thrown back into Harold's lap, and that's when he began that damnable shrieking. The shrieking that hasn't stopped since, even after we handed him over to the sheriff's men. Insanity. Good.
You know,
We still had a
I know
chance.
what that was. That is the Mexican goat sucker. It's a chupacabra. I studied them before during my time with the society.
We had to get a goatsucker back at the police academy.
I thought chupacabras. Well, no matter.
No, it was clearly summoned by this pagan ritual that they did. Maybe if they had come to Christ, we wouldn't be reading this horrible encounter now.
Certainly. Well, there's a little bit more, apparently. We still had a chance, apparently. Alan now believes that if we had kept our wits, we could have reversed the summoning and forced the creature back to wherever it came from. But Crawford panicked, and mistakenly believing that it would dispel the creature, which far destroyed part of the pentagram. Oh boy. Breaking the seal and ending its effectiveness. Released from that binding symbol, the thing with a screech that could only have been unholy satisfaction was ejected from the house, disappearing out the window as a roaring, screaming wind of boiling colors. Well, that is very much not good, and certainly interesting.
What are boiling colors? I don't. This is all very strange.
I think it's like when they're bubbling.
Changing colors, I would suppose. Is what
This is sounding like the writing of a madman.
No.
Did they get some bad alcohol?
Meriwether is no madman. You would be surprised with the things that actually exist in our world. Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it does not exist.
Probably just drugs. Which
Bad
provides
booze.
none.
Maybe. It could maybe all be drugs in his imagination, or something else. Who knows?
It's probably a combination of
I'll
both.
have to check and see.
You know, our good friend, Mr. Merriweather, he made a lot of enemies in the Golden Dawn. I can say with 100% certainty that this is all the doing of that Alistair Crowley, and he must have sent a spell on our friend and drove him mad.
A what? The gold who?
Oh.
The
else
Golden
say
Dawn.
that?
Surely you've heard of them. Or maybe you haven't. Well, it's time to wake up, sheeple. You see, Alistair Crowley and his Golden Dawn have established a foothold in the world's governments from Great Britain. And it's through the Golden Dawn they seek to undermine and control everything. And those that discover them, they go mad instantly. Because they're constantly under psychic attacks and fed hallucinogenic drugs to make them snap.
Wait, but didn't you, like, discover it?
Well, you know, I've had a hand in uncovering some of their treachery, but I wouldn't say I'm responsible. But, I mean, you could say that, and I wouldn't correct you. That would be fine. But...
Well, there seems to be more written as well.
There's more reading. Holy shit.
There is 3 more entries
Alright, I
for
guess
the
I'll,
journal.
I guess
There are 3 more entries.
I guess I'll read this next part here. March 24th, 1877. Alan intends to leave Arkham and travel to find a solution to this crisis. He said that he intends to seek out occult scholars in New Orleans. I pray he is successful, but my hopes are not high at this point. He insisted that I be custodian of the gold sarcophagus and not to show it to anyone. What's even more odd is that he instructed me to not even visit or even live in Boston. I mean, I can't blame him. I can only guess as to why, as he will not tell me his reasoning, apart from his insistence that it is for my own safety. Marion still thinks that the thing could yet be destroyed, or at least dispelled, but none of us who remain have the stomach for such an undertaking. I hope he can find a way to safely banish it without another of us falling to its malevolent grip. And then Fred Krem will just hand it to the next person. Like, he just doesn't believe in this crap.
Well, I might as well give it a try. We now believe the spell we cast is summoning inextricably bound the thing to the house. Alan went to go back this morning to retrieve some of our belongings and store our ritual accoutrements, whatever those are. He says that we heard it bumping around in the attic over his head, cursing him all the while. He said that it also told him that it only has to wait us out. When we who are present are all dead, it will roam the earth freely, slaughtering and feasting. Well, no. Okay.
Sounds like my ex-wife. Oh, man. Sorry.
We'll get there, Boomer. I know it. But thankfully, the warning signs carved by Alan during the better times, the times that are now seem so long ago, apparently are effective and bar the thing entry, except into the attic of the farmhouse. I might be able to sleep a few hours tonight knowing that it is bound to the attic and cannot harm anyone else. I am hopeful for the first time since we stupidly released it from the amber. If it told him the truth, then we have time to seek the answer. God be with you in your search, my friend. And then David will shrug and give it back to him.
It looks like then he discovered that Marion Allen was dead and had been dead for some months now. He was murdered in New Orleans in this past August. I suspect that he spoke to the wrong sort of people about the things he has seen, and they killed him.
Like the government?
Sarcophagus. So they may have been after the gold. That is 3 of us gone now. I must do something. I've already begun ancient history classes at university, so wow, what a nerd. So I believe I will try to research the problem at the farmhouse in that manner. Perhaps I will uncover an ancient secret of how to rid our world of the beast in my own way. And there's like a bunch of names and dates down here too, bros.
Those are the time of deaths of all his comrades that performed the ritual.
Taped within the journal is a ripped out article from a New Orleans paper. Brutal murder at Docks, New Orleans. The body of Mr. Marion Allen, late of Arkham, Massachusetts, was discovered early this morning near the Gulf and Panama docks. A victim of foul play. The man was identified by local witnesses who said that Mr. Allen had been seen in the local evening before. Although robbery was the apparent motive, police report that the victim had gruesome marks carved into his forehead and his tongue had been cut out. Mr. Allen had reportedly gone to the police earlier in the week claiming that he was being followed and that he was fearful of his life. He said as shadowy pursuers were after an Egyptian artifact, which he no longer possessed.
Well, it might be a stretch, but it seems pretty obvious to me that it wasn't simply the gold they were after.
So what would you like to do next? You have a variety of options open to you.
Do we really? I think the only option at this point is we need to investigate that house. And we need to investigate it with recorders and cameras at the ready.
Oh, that is no problem. I have those with me. I believe, however, a visit to a library.
As soon as he starts talking, I'm gonna start eyeballing him very, very warily, and I'm gonna point like directly at his face. I'm gonna say it now. This guy, he's a government plant. He's here to keep an eye on us. How else does he know so much?
It's called studying, Mr.
No,
Boomer.
it's called you're here. You're from Big Brother to see if we uncover your dirty secret. I'm on to you. I'm watching you.
Oh, Mr. Boomer, then please tell me, how do you know so much? How can we be sure that you are
I'm a
not
champion of the people. I am a knight in the war against this occult nonsense that's hidden in the shadows. I am the spotlight, which is going to expose all your dirty secrets.
I see.
He's becoming very red in the face as he keeps going on.
But, like I said, I believe a visit at least to a library that could give us a little more information on what is going on. We
I'd
already
like
know
to look at the periodicals and see if we can locate any information on this Crawford Harrison Cecil Jones guys. That may not be the worst idea.
Indeed.
Okay, so you want to head to the Miskatonic Library or Orna Library?
Yeah, I believe like a library that that I know is like part of the has stuff of the occult in it. Like
yes,
stuff about
you
spells.
go to the it's the world-renowned university for a reason. Miskatonic University is far and away the best university on the planet. Has all sorts of periodicals available for you to do research on if you would like.
Perfect.
So you're gonna head over to the library. Does Anyone else want to do anything other than research in the library?
Uh,
Yes.
How far
Perhaps
away
I
from
could
us?
try to look around in the library. Yeah, I know how to use the library a little bit from my university days. Can we look in the library to see if we can find any information about this kind of like amber ghost thing?
Sure.
Is that the library skill?
Yeah, it's the same library. Yeah.
Library use, right? Oh wow, Brandon, Jesus.
Library use. Correct.
Hey, nice.
library here for the nerds.
This here weird looking book.
So you guys head over there. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. So you got some time. It's open till 9 p.m. And you go in there and start looking. What are you researching specifically? What are you looking for?
I think
I was looking for ways to help solve this problem, get rid of this demon thing.
I've already solved this problem. It's not a demon, it's a chupacabra. So I think we need to look up everything we can on South American folklore concerning the goat sucker.
You search for such information, and with that search boomer, you realize the books you need to find that information are actually held in the restriction section that you do not have access to. Brandon, you were looking for something to help out with the problem?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
they were scared of the thing they summoned, so I was hoping to find a way to get rid of it.
You look through some ordinary reference volumes and find mention of some information. You can find a drawing and a short description
Of course.
on the small box that you have possession in, and a little note known about the box is scholars believe that it was in the possession of a little-known would-be usurper of the Egyptian throne by Neferka, who lived in the third dynasty of ancient Egypt. The box is believed to be given to Neferka by the gods, and it contained the jinn that could be called upon to enact some form of service. The book states the golden box was owned by Parksby Anderson, a British noble family. However, it was stolen in 1871 and has not been seen since. As you're sitting there in the library, a man walks up to you. Very peculiar, looking at this golden sarcophagus you have in front of you. That's interesting. I study the hieroglyphic language. That's a very interesting piece you have there. May I inquire where you got that from?
It's
Don't tell him.
Very simple. It's a replica. It's not really the original. I wish the original. It would be a dream to get my hands in that. But no, it's simply a copy.
Finger over the piece. That's not a replica, friend. This is the real thing. You got the real thing on your hand. This is amazing. Wow. I could.
Boomer's gonna put his hand in his
I mean,
pocket.
if you give me some time, I could probably translate this for you.
Boomer's gonna put his hand on his pocket, inside his pocket, and just kind of rest his hand around the revolver he keeps in his coat.
Okay. Yeah, he's not paying attention to you. He's looking at the box. I could. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so enthralled by this box. I forgot to introduce myself. I am Professor Ross. I work here at the university, teaching ancient Egyptian studies. One of my papers has recently been published about hieroglyphics, and this is a masterful piece. I mean, if you leave it with me this is a very nice piece. If you want to sit with me while I translate it, I would allow it. But it would take me about a day to translate the information.
I think before we allow any such translation to happen, we need Professor Ross here to give us something more than just his word.
I'm Professor Rice, sir, not Ross.
Yeah, whatever you said, Ross. You what department did you say you were in?
I work. I study. I teach ancient Egyptian history.
Yeah, is there like a staff roster or something that you can prove that you are who you say? You have an ID? Don't they usually have the teaching faculty have IDs, right?
Have I heard of him
say-
before?
Yeah, you would know who Professor Ross is. As he turns to Boomer, I say you are quite too old to be a student here, and I would ask you leave. And he kind of
Uh,
motions over to the desk where there's many librarians, and they notice him immediately, and he just kind of points to Boomer, and you see two gentlemen walk out. They are bigger, they are tougher.
whoa,
They
whoa, whoa,
like,
whoa, whoa, whoa,
I'm gonna
whoa!
say,
It's-
friends. I
and
am.
they take Boomer and like, sir, we are asking you to please leave our
Hey.
library
whoa!
now.
I thought this
you
was
are
America. I am a
harassing-
U.S. of A. citizen, and I'm browsing a library. Okay,
you are-
I
this is
broken no
not-
laws.
This is
I,
our library. We are this. He is a professor at this university, and so sir,
you are not
yeah.
law enforcement, sir, or you,
Oh,
and
friends,
you do not
friends.
have the legal authority to remove me from this premises against my will.
this is a private.
I know my rights. I know my rights.
public library.
Friends. I don't.
Yeah,
There is no need to get our emotions high. Let's not get stressed here, Professor. I apologize deeply for my compatriot over here.
This ain't no
Um,
professor.
He is indeed a professor. I have heard of him. I have.
Why would I
read your
believe you?
studies.
You're a government plant.
Worry not about him, Boomer. Please. There is no need for any more complications here. We can be civil. We are all adults. We can talk this through. And Professor, we would love if you could take a look at this box. I would love to see your working process.
Sure. He is amicable with you. He's, I guess, okay. He's not even. He doesn't even look at Boomer's way. Then identify that he even exists at this point. And he's like, "Oh yes, well let's go to my office, and we'll get straight away with the translation, and then you and him can head off to his office to do some translations. So you'll be away, quote unquote, from the party for a while they does the translation. You will be safe. I'm not going to kill you off screen. Don't worry.
Not yet.
But so you're gonna be. It's gonna be a day for the translation to take place. What would you guys like? The rest of you like to do during the translation process?
I like to scan the periodicals for other people. Like, see if I can find like an obituary notice for either Mr. Crawford Harris or Cecil Jones.
I would
I like
take.
to try to find a nice drink, and maybe talk to the bartenders while I do, see if they know anything.
Crawford Harris, you find. I guess I'll need a actual library roll from again.
Okay.
No, you can't find anything.
Uh,
You look
Okay.
through the obituaries, and you're unable to find anything of value or help to determine how Crawford Harris and Cecil Jones died.
I'm just gonna pull out my my notepad and my pen. I'm just gonna write down everything that has happened so far, including the my suspicions about the chupacabra,
Mhm.
Carl being a government plant, and Professor Ross, and how he has mistreated this warrior of justice and truth.
Okay.
Fred would probably go back to the I guess law office, or like the police thing,
Mhm.
and try to look for records on the murders and stuff. See if he can find anything over there.
Okay. Are you searching for like how Marion Allen died or something like that?
Yeah.
So you
Like-
use your contacts within the police force to contact the authorities in New Orleans, and they are happy to oblige you. And they are able to send you an envelope, and the next day, I'll just show it to you now. They send you some. They're somehow able to overnight this to you. So you got the initial, they got the official police report from how Mary and Alan died and the examiner's information.
This was shot in the dark. I didn't even know there was a handout for this. Thank you.
Man, that's some gruesome stuff. And I see some stuff like that in the military. It's pretty gross, man.
JCM, thank you for the sub, and welcome to the family. It's only about time.
That guy's name's Officer Wood.
Wow, you are
You need Jesus, friend.
amazing. Love the character so far. This is awesome. Okay, so Boomer, you're writing everything down. You're spending your day coming up with your truth. You've got
truth.
Fred, who's getting the information from the police. You got Mr. Moore, who's trying to search the periodicals and not having any success. You got Carl doing translations. Brandon, you want to go
Brandon wants to go around and try to find a nice drink. He's got all this money to spend and nothing to spend it on, and talk to the bartenders, see if they know anything spooky been going on around.
You go to the local bar that you know of, because you're probably a student, or at least know students in this school, and they look at you blankly. I mean, they don't know who any of the people are that you're talking about, but they have alcohol to sell you, and they will sell it to you.
All right, well, that's a success to me.
Okay. A day passes. The New Orleans briefing comes to Fred, who I'm assuming shares it. And then about midday the next day, Carl, this is Friday morning, or Friday afternoonish. Professor Rice and Carl return to the group, assuming they meet you.
Yeah.
We'll just skip that part. You guys are staying at a hotel in the area, and Carl comes back with the translation to you guys. It's when you are there that you get a message from the hospital indicating that Rupert Merriweather has indeed died. So he is now deceased, but you now have this translation for what was written on the box.
Well, they're talking about some weird stuff. Seeker of wisdom, servant, son of Ugur Yoag, Sethet, deliverer of the people, slaves of the water, bearer of the spirits of Nar-Loth-Hotep, child of Thoth, seeker of wisdom. I don't know what any of this means. You guys know what this means?
Oh.
That's the only word I recognize.
Nar-Loth-Hotep. Interesting name.
That is Thoth. You see, Thoth is the Egyptian god of wisdom and magic. He's also worshipped by, could you guess it, the OTO and Aleister Crowley. I'm not even making this up right now. This is a historical fact. You can verify this. We're in a library.
Fred will
Give me a fast talk roll, Boomer.
Oh, what? Oh, no!
Yeah, no one believes anything that you're saying. Not that they would, but they really don't believe you now. Anyone who's walking by and hears you just kind of scoot, makes a wide berth around you like people would, seeing you're ranting and raving. They think of you as the guy on the street with the sign, "The end is nigh," in his hand. And
the end is nigh. This is it. This is their play for power. It's the end of the world, friends. And have you accepted Jesus? Because it's time. He's a-coming.
Fred's gonna look at me.
And the Chupacabra is his harbinger. You don't understand. I see the signs.
When's the last time you've seen your psychiatrist, Boomer?
Go ahead.
Or a doctor?
I don't need a doctor. Doctors are just government agents meant to pump you full of chemicals.
What kind of check do you want to do?
On a cold check to think, gather more information from all these names.
Sure.
God damn it. God damn it.
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid you the names just don't really ring any bells. Professor Rice is like, oh, yes, this is all third this is normal stuff. Oh, this is crazy. I'm gonna have to contact my friends in Britain. They
In
know
Britain, I told you, he's a member of the Golden Dawn.
I'll get back with you post haste. When you come back from wherever it is you're going, please come back and see me. I think this might lead to something even greater. But I must get back to my studies. Good luck, Professor Mueller, and the rest of you, and maybe get that guy something to calm him down.
Are we just letting him go? Are none of you listening to me?
Certainly.
Walked away.
Thank you kindly, Professor.
What would you guys like to do next?
At this point,
I'm just saying.
I mean, at this point, Meriwether has died. We should probably go to the farm.
Yeah, I think we should probably go check out that farm, get some first-hand experience.
Did we know how he died? Was it from sickness or was it from the
Oh, I mean, he was like projectile vomiting blood.
Yeah.
I assume
that
he
is pretty
died from
badly.
a sickness.
Maybe it was like, oh, he was moited, or something like that. I don't know. Just double checking.
He's molded.
Moited.
All right, molded. Okay.
Before we go,
are in Arkham here. You can see Ross's Corners off to the northwest of you. How would you like to get there?
Well, I have a car.
Same.
Call shotgun.
well, I will ride with you because I still don't trust that one. He's liable. God, none of you should ride with him, as he's liable to crash the car into a ravine, killing everyone so that we can't investigate further.
Including himself.
Well, you do realize that if I did that, that means that would only work if all of you came with me. If one of you survived, makes no sense because I would
Exactly.
also
I'm too smart for you. I wouldn't get in your car.
I see.
All right, so you're taking a couple cars out there. One car. How you
And
want to do?
my Pontiac sedan. Just
Pontiac sedan.
hopping in.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go with you in your peasant car.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, it's nothing like my dad's car, but I guess it'll do.
It was affordable, and it's reliable, it's economic, like I paid on my Ford Model 8.
Oh,
Okay. All right. So you guys get in your two cars and you drive on out there. It takes you about an hour to get out there, so it's probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You make it to Ross's Corners.
Hey, this may seem kind of an out there question, and I know I'm usually so level-headed, so But does anybody have any antacid? My ulcer's acting up something fierce, and I got some indigestion.
Boomer
No, but I do have some forceps for some strange reason.
Why do you just carry forceps?
Boomer might have some antacids.
Earlier, I apologize.
Or not
Maybe some
Fred.
toolbox. Just take a look.
Okay. So you're in Ross's Corners.
Where is this on our map?
It's northwest of Arkham. So just
Aha! There it is.
drive.
I
on
have
out.
found it. It is there.
Oh, first aid.
I'm sorry. Why were you rolling first aid?
I was just seeing if I had any antacids.
Okay, yeah. None of you have any antacids for poor.
No, I think it's an actual thing you have to
No,
buy.
all I got is my vintage 10 gauge shotgun that I carry around.
Well, I
apparently.
guess I'll just have to eat some of this aspirin I keep in my briefcase for just such an occasion.
Anyone want to see my gun?
You might be able to buy some in Ross's Corners if you stop in there.
one quick thing I would like to buy, if we could, stop in a store real
Mhm.
quick. Chalk and like stuff that might be needed when acting with the occult. You know what I mean? Like stuff for maybe a ritual we might need to do eventually or something like that. Like
Okay.
some chalk, some candles, some holy water. Hopefully, get from a church.
Carl is sus.
You can when you get into Ross's Corners, there's not really a church per se. The closest church is off north there and near Bolton or Arkham, and people kind of pray in their houses.
Mhm.
You see the locals. The locals kind of look at you suspiciously, very unsmiling, very dour looking. Go ahead and give me psychology rolls.
Oh, psychology.
Uh,
I got a psychoanalysis, not psychology.
aha! Oh,
Oh, boomer.
Okay. All right. Well,
we all failed.
yeah, it looks like Brandon, you're the only one
Oh.
who succeeds. You notice that these people, they're experiencing something besides the proverbial, renitence of Yankees. It seems like something has happened recently that they're on edge about.
Yeah, something ain't right with this dude. They seem like they got some sort of PTSD. I've seen it in some of the other guys.
Okay. You were able to find at the shop chalk and candles, but no holy water. They do sell antacids as well. So if you want an antacid, Boomer, you can definitely buy some.
Oh, excellent. How much for a box?
Make me like that.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter because it's under my spending
It doesn't
level,
matter.
right?
It's covered by your daily spending, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just take the box and he opens it up and he's like shaking a little bit, but he just rips the top off and he just throws his head back and
Jesus.
I go through about a box a day. The old.
Who in the party would want to be the spokesperson of the group?
I can do that. I'm great with people.
I would not mind myself doing that as well. Boomer going off like that is.
All right, Carl. We're gonna make you the spokesperson since Boomer's being a little insane. So you're gonna go up and I guess you're gonna be the one who's gonna interact with the people in the town and buy the stuff, and you can try and talk to the lady in the shop as you're buying stuff for the other people.
I'm just gonna
Go ahead and
elbow
give me
Fred.
that.
Of course, he would volunteer. You know, he's a G-man. You know that, right?
You don't have to talk to him. You can move on past this part if you want. I'm okay with that too.
You know, I think it's just that like when we actually see sanity go down, Boomer would not be affected. He's already insane.
My sanity is insanely high. I have a high tolerance for insane shenanigans.
All right, so you go up to one of the ladies. There's this woman who's there. She's like, her name's Ma.
Let's
It's
see.
weird of you guys to come into town like this. What's going on? Why are you here?
Well, good evening, young lady. We are all going to a farm. It's one of our old friend of ours farm. He has.
Oh, whose farm is that? I mean, I know all the people in the area. She's kind of blushing a little bit as you know,
Oh.
for being young.
It's Merryweather's farm. I'm not sure if you know him.
Merryweather Farm. That place could have has such potential. Such a shame no one did anything with it.
Indeed. He basically forgot about it, and in the end, it could have been something certainly amazing.
I see. I understand. Well, I mean, you expect people from Arkham to buy properties and come out here and spend their weekends and take care of things like they're supposed to, but not Merryweather. He bought it and then just disappeared. It's so unfortunate. So unfortunate.
Indeed. But if you allow me to ask you a question, I've seen the people seem a little more on edge. Did something specifically happen, or is simply you don't get a lot of visitors normally?
Give me a charm or fast talk.
Gonna do a charm.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yeah, everyone's a little on edge. A woman went missing last night. It's the scariest thing. This is such a nice neighborhood, but one of the local farmers' wives, Maggie McFurter, went out after dark to check on their horses, and she hasn't been seen since.
Oh.
Any suspicious looks you might get today might be on account of that. Folks are a little shy about strangers right now, and just don't think nothing of it, okay?
It's completely understandable. But if I may ask, Where exactly did that happen? That must be a dangerous area. Something happened. Is there any idea if it was a wild animal or?
We don't know, darling. We haven't even found the body yet. I mean,
Oh,
we don't even if there's a body. She might be lost out there. I mean, we're really concerned for her. We
oh,
hope she's
that's
okay.
horrible.
I mean, I don't want you know, we hope
Hmm.
it's not like the worst that could, obviously we don't want bad things to happen to people.
No. Of course, certainly. Well, we certainly don't want people to be afraid of us. We just want the best. We're here to try to do something good with that farm.
Okay.
Do you know? Could you also point out where is the farm of that person? We might.
Oh,
stop.
sure, darling. See Boone Road here? It crosses the middle of the street. Well, you just need to go north on Boone Road for about 2 miles. And after about 2 miles, you'll see you see a path right after an old lightning damaged tree. And you turn there and it's off the road a little bit and you'll see it right there on that point. So just head up 2 miles up Boone Road and you'll find it. No problem.
See, thank you kindly. We'll be going now.
Okay.
Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Thank you, darling.
And he's gonna turn back and head back to the cars with the group.
Okay. So you guys go ahead and head up.
I will share this information obviously before we head out
Sure.
about the missing woman and the 2 miles after Boom Road.
Okay. Cool. All right. So you guys drive up to the farmhouse.
Also, just make the last comment of it's pretty obvious that it was neither a person or a wild animal that got that woman.
Sure.
How do we know it was a person?
You'll see.
The
Let's get
ancient
out.
farmhouse sits back from Boone Road down an overgrown path. You see the blackened tree as you approach and are able to turn down the road. The road is a wide, weed-grown gravel track leading up to a farmhouse and what remains of a large barn. The house design is an 18th century salt box design with a high-peaked roof and windows flanked with sagging shutters. While most of the windows are broken, the ones that are still intact are filthy and resemble frosted glass due to years of dirt and dust. It's a seemingly single-story structure from this point. The whole place kind of exudes a strange, unsettling atmosphere. As when you get out of the vehicles and turn off the engines, it is absolutely quiet. No birds, no wild animals. You just hear the leaves blowing and the squeak of a chain from a once broken bench swing that has since collapsed. You guys can see the map, I assume.
No, I just see a big
Oh.
black square.
Nope.
All
Oh,
black.
no way.
Black.
Dang it. You're
We
kidding.
might not have our tokens in the thing. Might be
I just turn off dynamic lighting. There you go.
there we go.
Oh.
So this is what you see.
I guess since Fred's a police officer, okay, I guess he'd be looking for clues.
Sure. I mean, you can put your tokens out if you want. It's you would have driven up and stopped, maybe like right about here with your vehicles.
Yeah. I'm a giant. Boom, 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 boom.
Mr. Moore's just a car.
He's the son of a house.
Go ahead and give me a spot hidden check for you guys that are over there.
A what truck? Sorry.
Spot hidden?
Yeah. You're looking around
I
outside
see.
the house.
Ha ha!
I want to use a lucky point just to pass this because this is just annoying.
Sure, totally.
Gonna use 1.
Okay, so that's a success. So you four are looking around.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was a thing we could do.
It's a thing you can do, indeed.
Oh. Nice,
Just
Brendan.
success. That's amazing. Good job. All right, so you're looking around the house, and you see spring and summer. Well, this is I'm sorry, this is in the fall time, so you're seeing dying grass in the area. You still see you're over in a plot garden sort of area over here, and you'll still see some fruits and vegetables, vegetables in the ground like carrots and potatoes still growing in the overgrown area. As well, you find a recently dead raccoon. Looks like it's
Tell what, like, is the cause of death?
well, you can't really tell. It just looks like you can see its back.
Oh,
Can we flip it over with a stick?
If you'd like.
I'd grab a nice sturdy looking stick and flip that little sucker over.
Jesus.
You flip over the carcass. It takes a little bit of effort. It's about 30 pounds. It's a pretty heavy dude. And you can see
Awesome.
that the animal's breast is stained with clotted blood, and a large hole has been bored into its chest. You can make a science, biology, medicine, or natural world roll.
There's no need. That hole is obviously caused by the snout of the chupacabra as it sucks out its innards. I've seen this before.
Hold on.
Damn it. You're really not rolling well. Oh, David.
You said medicine, natural world, and what else?
If you have science, biology.
I probably do not. So let's
Well, hi,
go
Bernie.
medicine.
Thank you for
Oh
the
my
follow.
goodness.
Welcome.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
It looks like just a dead animal. It's very weird.
Science,
There's a hole in its
biology.
chest. You can't really figure out anything else from that.
Well, I have certainly never seen an animal do this, and it doesn't look like a gun wound.
It's a raccoon.
It is. Is there any tracks that lead from this raccoon or to this raccoon?
Give me let's do another natural roll.
I'm good at those.
Can't really tell.
Okay.
So it looks like grass. It's laying in a pool of grass. And with everyone walking around in that area, stomping around, looking at this raccoon, any tracks you may have found are gone.
Yeah. Okay.
So, do we move inside?
Well, I believe right now that's our only option. I don't see anything else in this area.
Well, go ahead, G-Man. We'll stay behind you.
I'll go in front actually, and then Fred will take out his trusty pistol.
Okay, so you go to the
Brandon will take out his vintage, emotional support shotgun.
Oh,
I'm going to just take out a searchlight and give it to Fred.
Okay. As you approach the farmhouse, you just hear that squeaking from the broken porch swing as the chain is lightly blowing in the breeze. As you approach, you see odd carvings over the windows of the house. Go ahead and give me a cult rolls.
Ooh. Okay, now's your time to shine, Boomer.
So what does it mean if you marked it as a success already? Can you still roll on it?
Yeah, you can still roll on it. Occult,
Okay.
yes.
Well then, I'm gonna go ahead and peek inside.
Okay. Well, you're looking at the drawings on the windows right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the drawings on the windows. That's what I
So
said.
Carl and Boomer, you realize that these symbols are symbols of power that are used to ward against otherworldly spirits. A good defense if left in place, but if cut away from the house, they are useless. You guys go to the front door.
Yeah.
Mr. Moore's going to stop and grab his shotgun from the truck.
Okay. You have your shotgun. Good. Who has the key?
It's in the box. We never took it out. We can just go back to the car and take the key.
Okay.
Whoops. Almost forgot it.
So you go back, get the key, put it in the door. pops the door right open. And as you step through the front door of the farmhouse, the front room is dirty, long untouched. A foul odor greets you. Dust lies thick on the furniture and empty shelves, while dead leaves cover the floor. An iron stove rests against the wall, and the ventilation pipe still connects to the outside. There's a round table with chairs near the stove and the wooden floor. We're up here now, guys. Oh. Gotta ping you up here.
Oh.
Yes. All right. So you're in that front room there.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
There's the stove and the tables and the chairs. Near the entrance to the second room is an opening in the floor, revealing a steep flight that leads down to the cellar.
I want to look at the stove.
You want to what?
The stove.
Okay.
Is there like anything in there, like the wood? Does it look like it's been used recently?
The stove?
Yeah.
No, does not appear to have been used in any time recently.
When was the last journal entry? When did it say they were here?
I believe it was.
Does it give us a year?
It was March, October 14th.
1877.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then October. No, that was when he discovered she was dead. It was
Yes, they were here in March. Yes.
there we go.
Okay, you're in the front here. You got a variety of things here to do, and there's also the back room if you'd like to go in there.
I would like to look at this desk with all the stuff on it, and I would definitely try to position. Huh?
Let me just give you the description of the back room. It has a comfortable armchair in one corner, while a table stands against the wall. Beneath the rear window, an old walking stick lies atop the table. The fireplace is large and made of gray stones. An unlocked. You check the back door, and it is in fact unlocked. Leads out towards the barn. If you look up the ceiling, you see a trap door in the middle of the ceiling. The wood frame surrounding the trap door is decorated with the same occult carvings you've seen over the doors and windows of the house. Those of you that are back there, go ahead and give me a spot hidden check.
Spot hidden. There it is. Yeah, I didn't think that would work.
Where's mine? Second. There we go.
Cool. All right. You're looking around the back room, and you detect muddy boot prints on the floor coming from the back door. The prints make evidence that maybe somebody's been here recently. In addition, the fireplace contains embers of a recent fire, possibly lit within the last day. A thick wooden blanket has been tossed beside the fireplace, and an empty can of Campbell's pork and beans lies nearby, as with a dirty tin spoon that looks like it's from a surplus from the Great War sticks out of the can. Traces of the sauce are still liquid and look relatively fresh.
Could I try to see if I can find any like hair thing, like anything like any hair locks on, like any piece of hair in the place where it was probably the person was sleeping on.
You're looking for hair?
Yes, a string of hair, because I want to see if something is what I'm imagining.
Yeah, I mean, you find some hair, stray hairs here or there.
Does it look like long hair or short hair?
It's like a short hair,
Okay.
It looks like an older man's hair, so tips of gray with a red sort of root.
Good to know.
What about the desk?
Stick on the table. There's a large piece of worn and wrinkly fabric on which it rests, and a half-full box of penny matches, as well as a small piece of soap, a tin cup, a screwdriver, a can opener, a small jackknife, and a stub of a candle.
right.
Boomer, go ahead and give me an intelligence roll. You may know what this is already, but we'll see.
Okay.
Oh.
That's pretty close. Let's burn. I only have to meet it, right?
Yes.
So if I use 4 luck points, then that would be a success.
That would be a success.
All right, let's do that.
So you burn 4 luck points. You succeed in the roll. You determine that this bindle, this is like an unwrapped bindle. This is meant to be that at least one hobo has stayed here within the last day. Where they are now, you have no idea, but they appear to have left without taking their meager possessions.
The footsteps look like they went up to the attic or anything.
Nope, it looks like they just went to the back door.
Should we check the basement or what? What do we do now?
Yeah, Fred's already looking at like around the basement, like the stairs, the entrance and stuff to see if any recent activity.
All right, do you want to go down to the basement while they're checking in the kitchen?
Yeah, let's go down the creepy basement.
You're in the basement while they're in the kitchen. Got it.
Fred into the basement.
You're going in the basement as well? Okay. Boomer, you're in the kitchen doing stuff, so this
Yeah.
part's without you.
I just asked her about going to the basement.
I know, but you were checking the kitchen while they went down to the basement. There's 2 scenes playing at the same time.
Oh.
That's how that works. I'm sorry, man. But we'll get to you in a minute. No worries.
Split the party.
That's right. We split the party. That's the way you do it. That's how you're supposed to do this game. You can split the party.
Okay.
It's safe. It's safe.
What could ever go wrong?
All right. As you guys get down there, give me a spot hidden check. That's Fred and
Yep.
David. You both notice a man hiding in the shadows, kind of muttering to himself. He spots you, you spot him, and he jumps up and tries to hit one of you. He tries to hit Fred in the face with a broken leg from a chair. So we're gonna do an attack against you, Fred.
All right.
Do you want to fight back, or do you want to?
I guess I would. I guess I would. I would probably start off like whenever I first saw him, be like, this is the police. Put your hands in the air, kind of deal.
He's swinging a table leg at you right now.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to fight back, or do you want to dodge?
Oh, I want to fight back.
Take it.
Shoot him in the
Take
leg.
it like a man.
Okay, then roll your brawl, I believe. Yeah, roll your brawl.
Handgun.
Brawl.
Oh, brawl. Oh.
You can't just default to shooting people.
Brawl.
Where's that? Oh gosh.
It's in the bottom left column, I believe.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
All right,
Sweet.
so it's a tie. On a tie, when it's a brawl situation, tie goes to the attacker. So yeah, he successfully hits you with the table leg, causing 4 damage, and
Ooh.
he tries to run up the stairs past Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore, would you like to do anything?
Yeah. I'm gonna point the shotgun at him and say, brother, I wouldn't.
He kind of freezes in his tracks.
You apologize to my friend.
Let me get my stuff and leave. I want to leave. I gotta leave. Let me leave. I want to leave. Give me my stuff and leave. I want to leave my stuff. Get me out of here.
We'll let you go, but I think you owe my friend an apology first.
I don't know who you guys are. You sneaking in on this place? I'm swatting here. This is my place to squat.
Fred is gonna be like, you could sit the heck back down, mister. I've got some questions for you, and then he's gonna pull out his badge.
Oh,
Flash it. If you resist, you're gonna go under arrest.
I don't want to go. I don't want to get an arrest. I just want. I gotta.
Right. All right, are you gonna cooperate?
Just let me get my stuff and I'll leave. I don't want any trouble. No more trouble. I don't want trouble. No more trouble. Let me leave.
I think assault the police officers lots of trouble.
You feel like I'm after me. This is my place. I'm squatting here. This is my place. I live here. You know what I mean?
What
You
stuff?
know what
did
I
you
mean?
grab?
He walks upstairs.
Wait, what? I thought we were like blocking the doorway though.
Oh yeah, you were blind. I'm sorry. You're gonna keep him down there. You're not gonna take him upstairs. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be blocking him down there and be like, strong arming him basically.
All right. Both of you give me a psychology check.
Okay.
This can't go badly.
I know, right?
He is manic. That's all you know.
Okay. How long you been
Listen,
there?
do you want to detain the subject?
Yeah. I'll go ahead and do that. Put your hands behind your back, mister.
He just
You're
slowly complies. He's shaking. But, he will not answer he's not answering any of your questions.
alright, that's fine. We'll just have to take him back to the station for questioning. And then he's gonna handcuff him.
Okay. So you've restrained Mr. Guy.
Mr. Guy, yeah. Okay, where was he hiding at?
He was under the stairs.
Under the stairs. Okay, can I go around and look underneath the stairs?
Do you
and see
have a
what
flashlight or something with you?
I think Carl gave me a
I have
flashlight.
a flashlight. I actually
I actually gave you a flashlight, yes.
Good.
Okay.
Good. Okay, so you have a flashlight. You're looking down there. There's nothing really of interest under the stairs. As you sweep through the area, you see some chairs. A box seems like it would carry some tools or something in it. And an 8-foot ladder, some lumber. There's a broken table over here where he got the table leg from. Some shelves over here on the south corner or south side. Various things on top of it. There's a trunk sitting over here and a tarp that's kind of half draped over the trunk.
Okay, hey, Mr. Moore, will you watch the door, please?
Yeah.
Our friend doesn't get out, and then he's gonna come over here and open up the box if he can.
Open the trunk? Yeah, no problem. You open the trunk and you see a folded black cloth with a handwritten letter resting on top. On the underside of the lid are some more of those warding sigils. Within the trunk, it seems like this might be the information what Merriweather had mentioned in his journal. Yeah, there's various things inside. You see a cigar box, 6 black robes, and a sheaf of yellowed paper.
Okay. And then I guess he'll look at the guy and be like, "You know any of this crap here?"
He doesn't answer you.
Okay, all right. Does he look like whenever I open up the box? What does he look like? I mean, is he like shaking his head, or is he like scared?
No, he's manic. He doesn't know what's going on. You failed the psychology, so unfortunately, you don't really know.
Yeah, no. It's fine. I guess this really isn't my expertise with these like sigils. So Fred would probably go back up to the eggheads upstairs.
Sure. You gonna take it with you, or are you gonna leave all that stuff down there?
No, I'm gonna take it with me. I'm gonna grab it, and and the sigils, the markings are on the lid on the inside of the box, right?
On the inside of the trunk, yes.
Okay, all right, yeah.
So
I'll go here and relay the information to everybody, and then I'll hand Carl all of the stuff, including his flashlight.
Sweet. Okay. So you have the letter, which is this handout I just made visible to you guys.
It's blank.
It's empty for us.
The info's in the DM section of the box.
Doggone it. How do I make you guys see that?
Copy and paste it into the player section above it.
Doggone. Being buggy, good old roll 20. Eventually it'll let me edit it.
Womp.
Yeah. Sorry for the delay.
Do,
Yeah, my roll
do,
20 is locked up.
do.
There we go. There we go. Okay. Let me see here.
Hey.
How about
Got
There
it.
you go. Good. Good. All right.
I don't see it still.
Should be
It
there.
worked for me.
Did it load now for you guys?
Yes.
It did for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting stuff. Well, I don't know why I'm putting this down on paper. It's probably a bad idea. But I feel the need to leave some kind of explanation for my actions and intent. When I took a sarcophagus from my uncle, I did not think it would be missed. I expected to be able to research it and return it later. I was such a fool. Despite believing in the powers we try to summon, I grossly misunderstood the consequences. Now Robert is dead and Harold a madman. Yes, we already knew this. What else do you have for us? I'm going back to the farmhouse to organize our things. I dread stepping foot again in that place, but I must make sure that our materials will be available again when we need them. Since the orders are to attempt the banishment of the creature, I can only hope that the thing hasn't the power to remain in our reality more than a few hours or days. At least it's bound to the house itself. I shall search for a means to destroy it before the last of us passes from this world, and release it from the house. If it is still here, I believe I know where I can find the knowledge I need to drive the creature away without assistance from others. I hear tales of mystics in the New Orleans. Oh, I see the problem. Oh, okay. I am leaving the gold box in Rupert's care. I told him not to sell it or have it praised by anyone, but I did not tell him why. He also seemed puzzled by my insistence not to live in Boston, but I believe he trusts
Because of
my
the
judgment.
Freemasons. Sorry, continue.
Thank you. Not to go into danger unwittingly. My uncle does not know about our dark brotherhood, so Rupert and the others will be safe for anyone looking for it. I'll be back to put things again. Mary and Ellen.
Okay.
That is interesting.
Also on the paper is there's 6 sheets of paper, all with the same writing on them.
Ah, yes.
If anyone knows Latin, you can translate if you roll it.
I know Italian. I mean, that's
I
pretty
should have.
close.
I forgot. I should have taken Latin as one of my languages. I forgot that was a language you could take. Shame.
Language I know is own. That's Latin, is it?
Afraid not. Afraid not. But yeah, you have right there the directions on how to do this. Yeah, it should tell you how to do the ritual, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it to me is pretty understandable that this is like the ritual, like what they said to the ritual.
Mhm.
Nah, you idiot. These are just the words. But what's the rest of the ceremony?
Ti exorcizo daemon
Don't,
omnicum
don't read it out loud.
Don't worry. Reading one sentence will not stop it. I'm trying to understand. Latin has some semblances to many other languages.
There's additional sheets of paper inside that discuss the procedure of the ritual itself, which takes at least an hour to perform and must be started at midnight.
I'm just gonna
While
hold
each
up
one
the
person
papers and
speaks
smack
aloud
them.
the ritual phrases, another person must draw a pentagram on the floor, while another burns a certain combination of chemicals in a fire nearby. Alan's notes mention that the chemicals resemble a brown powder, which he's prepared and stored with these papers in a metal canister, ready for use. While one person may perform the ritual chant, the notes recommend that several people take part, allowing each individual to occasionally interrupt their chanting without disturbing the overall ritual or its potency. If the chant is continuous, with at least one person reciting and repeating the phrases aloud, the spirit must succumb. However, It warns that even the slightest disruption in the chant may result in failure, requiring another ritual to be performed on the following night. The note suggests that during the ritual, a watcher be posted, lest the sorcerers be disturbed by the nuisances and distractions of malevolent spirits. Thus, the sheets confirm that the 2-hour ritual using the chants provided, begun at midnight, will drive off an unwanted spirit.
Oh, would drive off the spirit?
Would dispel it, yes.
Hmm. Okay.
So, we're totally not doing that, right?
I don't know. It sounds kind of cool, man. Like me and the boys back in the military academy, we did some pretty funky stuff, and I don't know. It always turned out all right.
The
Hmm.
bro boys. So this guy right here, whenever he was reading it out loud, he wasn't, was he reacting at all? Or...
Who? No?
The old boy? Okay. All right.
No, not at all.
Okay. Hey, Carl, do you know what's wrong with this wackadoodle here?
I'm gonna wakadoodle you. I mean, you're looking at the hobo, I imagine, right?
Yeah.
Give me a psychology check.
Oh my god.
Oh. Psychology or Boomer knows it precisely. Psychoanalysis, no, right?
You see,
Psychoanalysis as well, yeah.
Ah, perfect. That's the one I have.
I can recognize quite clearly someone who has seen the truth behind the veil.
You determined, Boomer, that he is in shock.
Of course, it's a most harrowing ordeal to have reality pulled back from you, to truly see the world for what it is. He's clearly in shock. And I have the remedy. And I pull out my box of antacids and start just chucking them at his face.
You just pump it in his mouth and he just starts foaming.
Yeah.
At the mouth.
Rub his throat. Good boy. Go ahead, eat that. This is the ambrosia of the gods. It will help you.
Can I do a sanity check for that?
I'm sorry, you just sanity check for what?
For what Boomer is doing to this fella.
100%.
Okay.
You are not
All good.
insanity for that. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna say, oh, maybe he was asleep when a group of 5 people with shotguns and weapons at hands entered his house that he was probably sleeping for multiple days.
No, I didn't do anything. I was just getting down there and he came at me first.
Oh, I understand that. I'm just saying that he don't know if you were a police officer or not. He just heard 5 people breaking into a house, and we still have our survival instincts.
Yeah, you can see Fred has a little lump on the side of his face where table leg bopped him.
Do you want some antacid, Fred? It'll help you with the bump.
It will not help me with the bump.
It will. This is the pinnacle of modern medicine.
Fred will start ignoring Boomer. At that point.
No, I'm serious. I've seen the research. Antacids and cigarettes. That'll cure just about any ailment that you can imagine.
I will take a cigarette, though, however.
Would you like...
Light up a cigarette.
You did find downstairs there is ladders if you wanted to try and check the attic. You're more than welcome to.
One thing I'd like to do is look at the hobo. I'm gonna say, Fred, if you allow me. Sir, what is your name? I very much don't enjoy to leave, in that situation right now. It's very uncomfortable for both parties.
Mm-hmm.
So, I am Carl Mueller. What are you called?
Hey there, friend. Look at me, up here. Don't trust Carl.
He's still pretty shaken. He doesn't trust anyone right now because he's in shock, and kind of need to calm people down before they'll engage with you when they're in shock.
Now listen, I got an idea now. We can do this ritual to get the thing back in, and someone else can chant, and I'll be there to shoot it if it comes and tries to stop us. Right? We can shoot it. I saw the problem back in the academy. Well,
No. If we're gonna do this Golden Dawn ritual to banish this beast or whatever it says it's supposed to do. I'm gonna be the watcher so I can write it all down. I'm gonna sell 1 million copies. I'm gonna be rich.
How are you gonna write it down if you're holding the gun, man? That doesn't make any sense.
What gun?
You got to protect the guy doing the ritual, or gal, of course.
Hard just pinches the bridge of his nose.
How would you like to try and calm this man down so that he might?
I already told you. I'm gonna give him some antacids. It'll
No,
work like a charm.
That did not help him.
I'm gonna approach him.
That did not help him.
I'm gonna. Is he handcuffed right now?
Well, how did you actually take them? Because they would help. I know they would.
I am going to look at Fred. I'm gonna ask Fred to uncuff the guy.
Fred will nod and he'll motion the guy to sit down on the chair, and then I guess Fred will sit down on the couch across from him, and then he'll offer the hobo a cigarette.
Okay, he puts it in his mouth.
Okay, and then
I'm going to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
it's okay. No, I'll just light it up for him so he can actually smoke it.
So as you offer the cigarette, the 1920s cure-all,
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of hunker down in front of him, see him eye to eye. Listen, friend, I know that you've probably seen some things in this goofy old house, right? But just know, whatever it is, I believe you, right? I know what you know, and I know that you want to tell me what you know so that we can keep you safe. And can I make a persuade?
So you put a cigarette in his mouth, you lit it. That's great. He's breathing in and out and using his teeth to hold it in his mouth because his hands are cuffed behind his back.
Here, I'll take the cigarette and flick the ash for him and then put it back in his mouth.
Put your hands behind his back. He did that.
We took it.
There. He can't use his hands to take the cigarette out.
I told you, I got it. I will take the cigarette, flick the ash, and
He's
put
an
it back in
actual
his mouth.
smoker who
I'm a
can do
good
it.
friend.
Yeah.
We took the handcuffs off.
Oh, you took the handcuffs off.
Yeah.
You fool!
Okay.
No, just make him comfortable,
He seems to have calmed down just a little bit. He's like, I've been traveling up and down the eastern seaboard since I got back from the Great War. I can't get back to California. That's where my family's from California.
It's completely understandable, sir.
So I found this house yesterday, and I was here last night, and I heard some strange noises, some sort of monster sound up in. It was stomping up and down in the ceiling. I ran from here fast as I could, and I could hear it. It was running after. It was almost got me, and then it disappeared. And I just kept running, and I was just running, and I was just running, and I stayed out all night. It was just so cold. I came back here. I gotta get my stuff. I gotta go.
I'm going to take out my my whiskey. What's the word? I can only think of water skins, but the thing that is actually canteen.
Flask?
Flask, there we go. I take out a whiskey flask and I handed it to him.
He just downs it. He keeps drinking. He doesn't stop. He finally gives it to you empty. He's like, I gotta go. This is something's wrong in this place. I don't want to stay here for it.
I understand.
How much would a bus fare for does the 1920 have buses? I don't know.
They have buses, yeah. You would have
Okay.
gotten out here if you didn't have
A bus fare from here to California be kind of expensive, wouldn't it?
Bus fare across the country would be
it'd probably be like $6, man. What are you talking about? It's 1920.
You're on the East Coast to get across the country.
Yeah, probably about like $6.
Like $7 or $8. It would be a train.
Oh, okay.
A train?
Carl
Train?
would take out $10 and hand it to him and be like, "Get back to your family, man."
Oh, thank you. much.
I'm going to look at him and say, I understand your fear. I understand your need to get away. But, and I'm sorry to ask you this, I will need to ask you some questions about the nights that you heard the sounds of this creature. And again, I apologize because I'll ask you to be the more specifically as possible in your description, so I'll need you to remember what happened.
All I remember is that I was here last night. I was eating my beans. You know, I just finished a job down the road in Ross's Corners, and I had some money, and I got a can of beans, and I found this house, and it seemed nice. It was old. No one been here for a long time, it seemed. And then I was trying to go to sleep, and I just heard this crazy noise. It's just monstrous noise. Nothing I'd ever even heard, even when I was in the war. Nothing as frightening as that sound coming from the attic. And I just couldn't handle it. I ran away from the house, only to find that whatever was making that noise was following me.
Do you remember?
Did it try to follow you out of the house?
Yeah, it did. It did follow. It was chasing me into the woods.
What direction did it go in? Did it go to?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just burst out of the back door and I ran.
You ran forward, straight?
Maybe by the. I'm not sure. I don't know.
No, it's just a general direction would be.
Maybe north. Maybe.
Okay.
I got back to Boone Road and I ran back to. I walked back here. Then the next morning I was able to get my wits about me, come back and get my stuff. And then you guys came, and now we're here.
Okay. Do you remember if? And I understand it was a very weird sounding voice, probably. Do you think you heard any words come from it? Anything that, like, now that you think about it, you can maybe identify something, even if it sounds weird. Try to imagine something.
It's like roaring sort of noise,
like a demon or something.
Maybe it was saying words, but I don't know what they were. It was just guttural noises coming from the attic. It was very frightening. And as it got closer to me. I could almost feel it on me. It was the noise. So scary. I don't want to remember this anymore. I'm done remembering this. I can't do any more. No more.
Okay.
Hey, you're okay.
Fred's gonna stand up and he's gonna be like, I guess we need to go look in this freaking attic. And then, yeah, I gave him $10 so he can go back to his family.
He grabs his. Are you guys gonna let him leave?
Well, Mr. Moore steps out of the doorway so that he can leave.
If you need, I can give you a ride back to town after we're done investigating this place.
Oh yes, I could use a ride back, but I don't want to stay in here any longer than I have to. This place is. There's something wrong with this place.
Well, I'm here to fix that, hopefully.
Okay.
Follow the road to the opposite side of the Boom Road, and stop by somewhere that we can identify you. We'll identify you later. We're gonna come up and pick you up.
All right, I will take him outside.
Sweet.
Okay. So are you gonna grab a ladder to try and go up in the attic?
Yeah.
I thought it pulls down.
Sorry, what?
So it's not like a staircase that pulls down?
Right. No. You would need a ladder to get up there.
Oh.
There's ladders in the basement, though. You've identified this.
Yeah. I think we could grab that ladder from the basement and set it up.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know there's a ladder in the basement? I didn't think there was a ladder in the basement.
A basement. I should probably check that as well. Can I go check the basement?
Yeah, sure.
Would that be a spot hidden? Or
in the basement? I mean, I've already gone through everything that was there.
Oh, okay. I think that was there. Okay, just making sure that we didn't miss anything.
You go down there, you see the trunk, you see the the ladders, just a broken table, some chairs in the corner, some shelves with various things on them, some lumber over here, and a tarp that's half part that was on the trunk and now pushed off of it.
Are we sure that going into the attic's the best idea?
Never sure of anything, bro.
In the letter, didn't they say they heard things bumping around in the attic?
Oh, certainly, but Mr. Muir, if everything is indeed true what that man said, what his understanding here is that the creature was able to escape after Meriwether died last night. Followed him down Boom Road, and well, we know what happened near Boom Road.
So you guys take a ladder upstairs?
Yep.
Okay. Who wants to go up first?
Me.
Fred? Okay.
I'll give you the flashlight again.
Okay.
I still
gonna
think
go-
that we should send the G-Man first into every situation.
Well, I do not. He will actually pull out his 12 gauge shotgun and, basically go shot, like, kind of like how they do in the recon, where they have, like, the gun and the flashlight, put
Sure.
together, and yeah.
Special ops.
Okay. All right. You climb up the ladder. You get there. You poke your head through the opening, and then with a growling rush, as if grabbing for its target, I need a dodge roll.
Oh my god, that's scary. I did not expect the sound.
That sounds terrifying.
Oh no.
Time to use all your luck points.
I know, right? I don't
Yeah.
even have the
Hey, Fred, you okay up there?
Oh,
No
God.
head anymore.
God. Who's gonna bake the muffins this year at the family reunion?
God.
Okay. You.
What?
Oh, I'm dead.
All right. Well, you're not dead, but you are now dying. You are at 0 HP. You get hit by
God.
something, and as you fall off the ladder and hit the ground, you are currently dying. I need everyone present to make a sanity roll for me.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Did you say everybody?
Everyone that's present, make a sanity roll, except for the now unconscious person.
I am very glad we let the hobo go before this.
All right, so you guys all lose 1 sanity point for seeing your friend horribly attacked.
Oh, all of them.
I need a con. Well, it's still the round is still going. Does anybody want to try and do something for your friend on the ground who's dying?
Oh, I am immediately pulling out my 41 and aiming at the attic.
Holy shit!
yeah, I feel
Okay.
like we all pull our start aiming at the attic.
Yeah, I would move away from the stairs, and I too will pull out my revolver.
Everyone pull out.
And I pull out my
Your
gun!
dying friend on the ground.
I'm gonna look at Fred and see if there's anything I can do about
Thank you,
his
son, man.
injuries.
Appreciate you.
Equal guns.
Welcome to the family.
But I am not a doctor.
First aid, Brandon, nothing. I'll let you all try a first aid, and then I'll have Fred do a con save. If none of you succeed.
Quick question. We lost 1 sanity even with passing, right?
You lost 1 sanity even when passing.
You said
Yes.
we could all try first aid?
Yes.
Got it.
Antacids, don't fail me now! Oh no! I will use 2 luck points to make the antacid
You
successful.
don't need to. You don't need to. Fred Carl succeeded on his.
No, damn it! I want it to be the. It has to be the antacids.
Okay. You are temporarily stabilized with 1 hit point. You will need somebody to administer medicine for you within the next hour, or I'll need you to make a con save.
Okay.
So you are in trouble. Ouch.
God, that was fun.
Now you just have a major wound. You're no longer dying, though. You have the temporary hit point. but you do have a major wound as you see on the side of Fred's head. This nasty gash basically goes from the bottom of his ear all the way along, like the Joker's smile, except instead of stopping mid-cheek, it goes all the way to his ear, and his ear is kind of partially hanging off. Blood is just gushing down the side of his neck. You've tapered off most of the blood with that first aid patch. You can see that it's going to lead this wicked scar from basically where the corner of his mouth is all the way up to his ear.
I have a serious question.
Yes.
Everybody was pointing their guns at the attic, but then everybody was attempting first aid. So is anybody still covering the attic?
Well, I imagine we like take turns doing first aid while the other person covers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay,
yeah.
Guys, make sure you keep that hole covered. I need to, and you see me pull out my my box camera, and I'm start
Now,
setting it up to take a picture of Fred's mangled face.
Boomer, yeah, go ahead and give me occult rolls for everyone here.
Cult?
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
Oh, you know, I'm pretty garbage at these.
Not you. You're pretty much out of it right now.
Oh, are you joking? Ugh.
It's okay. It's okay. Boomer and Brandon are more than enough success on this one. And make sure you mark the successes on your sheet. You realize those sigils that are on the outside of the that are inside the room with you, and then on all the windows, are what's keeping the monster from coming in the room that you're currently.
Wait, we already knew that. Oh no, we knew that was stop. Okay, carry on.
So it can't come through the roof to you because the sigils are keeping it out.
Ha! Some bitch is trapped in the attic.
In the attic, yes.
I had to chase that guy through the forest.
It was
Maybe
night.
he's a liar. And I turn the revolver onto the hobo. Wait, where'd he go?
Oh,
Thank
you
you.
let him go.
I look and say, maybe the ritual mentioned only midnight. Maybe we can only actually leave this house at night. But first of all, I think we should probably take care of Fred.
Don't worry about
You are dying. We should probably take care of you.
it's just a
Here,
flesh wound.
here. Have a cigarette. That'll.
So over the next, we'll let you guys try medicine checks. It'll be an hour increment. So an hour increment to impose medicine on them. So whoever wants to try and do medicine checks, it's different than first aid on Fred to see if they survive.
So my medicine is a 1. I'm not even gonna bother.
Same.
So for medicine, I just continually try to feed you cigarettes and antacids.
You don't think I have the medicine skill? It's under sciences, right?
No.
Do we all have like?
It's in
one
the middle
medicine?
column. There's language skills, and then there's a gap, and then there's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
there.
Almost got it. I'll use 6 luck points.
Hey.
There you go. You have a critical success on that, and you're able to administer
Wow.
medicine. So you uncheck the dying box. You're no longer dying. You have a major wound. You can do a wound recovery roll at the end of each week, but
Oh,
you'll be
shit.
fine. So we're gonna roll a D. Well, you had a critical success because of the 1 that you rolled up. That's fine. So you gain 3 HP back. So your temporary HP goes away. You currently have 3 hit points, Fred,
Okay.
and you have a major wound.
Question: if I pass this check, would it also give him more hit points or no?
No.
Okay.
It's just that one check has to be successful within the hour.
Okay.
And now after that, he can start getting hit points back at the end of every day. So Fred is a little injured.
Do I have to make an insanity roll for like what happened to me? I mean,
No, you went unconscious, but yeah, go ahead and give me a sanity roll for what happened now that you're awake. Okay, you're fine. You just lost one sanity point for you.
So,
good.
What did it look like?
what did it look like? Did I see it?
You saw it. You saw a semi-trans, nearly invisible creature streaming towards you. The beam of the flashlight beam seemed to go straight through it. Yeah, that's about all you remember. It was growling. You know, you hear you felt it. Obviously, that's about it. You see this nearly translucent creature strike at you.
Okay, I relay that information to the party.
And now everyone hears all sorts of fun noises. I can figure out which ones they are going to be for you. Where did it go? Where did that noise? Oh, they're down there. So you hear stuff like this coming from the ceiling. Stuff like that. So you hear that coming from the ceiling now.
What time is it?
Small example.
Pretty sure that they were saying that they also would like some antacids. They're very upset.
Fred will check his pocket watch.
It's about 5:45, 6 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Is there any check we could do to identify what language he's saying? If any at all? Like, not to know what he's saying, just like identify the language he's speaking in.
You knew what language he was speaking. Let's try archaeology. Why not? That seems like a good one.
Yes, I'm good at that. No, I think we're far off.
No one really has any understanding of what kind of. He's saying some weird stuff up there, and it's very angry sounding, and you can hear occasionally. You hear a slam on the ground.
Jesus.
I actually got scared.
And Fred gets a little worried again, and yeah, that's what you got.
It's the goat sucker.
Well, it seems that this is good, actually. Means the creature is not out and about, which means that we can still do a ritual to banish it.
Yeah, so you guys want to stay in for the ritual?
I think that's our only option at this point.
Okay.
But beforehand, could I try, and I cannot believe I'm gonna say this, but I'll actually ask Boomer's help so we can draw some more of those symbols, the protection symbols, around the house, like maybe not let it go into the thing as we try to banish it.
You can identify the sigils on the side of the house, but you don't have the materials required to
Chalk?
It's a mixture of different herbs and whatnot
Shame.
that add the magicalness to the location. So
is it specified which herbs are?
It does not, but it just specifies that only Mary and Alan can put them back on there if they were to disappear.
Oh no.
So yeah, there are specific sigils that are found in the Vermeer's mystery that Boomer definitely does not have a copy of, even though he says
sure? I most certainly do, sir. You impugn my good name.
Sure. All right, so you guys wait for midnight to approach. You look at the sigil that needs to be drawn out for the ritual, and about 10 o'clock at night, as you're waiting, are you guys just staying inside the house at this point?
Oh, I suppose so. I have like just fidgeting with my pocket watch, but like with my gun on my lap at any moment, just ready to aim and shoot up.
Sure. Do you you just stay there? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the couch waiting for midnight.
Polishing my gun,
Okay, cool. So you guys are just chilling. About 10 o'clock, you hear a thumping noise upstairs, and then it's gone. The sound that you heard tromping around upstairs and the demonic language being spat at you seemingly has disappeared from the attic.
Oh, good. Maybe it's over now. Bro,
Why
I think
not? Be aware, it's out and about.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we. I'm gonna try to do the original
maybe
blast.
we can, like, look up in there with a mirror so we don't get attacked.
That's
Mm.
probably a better idea than just sticking my head up there.
There's a mirror up in the top, and you don't see anything moving around up there.
I think the coast is clear. Maybe this is our window, bros.
What if it's something like a vampire where you can't see it in a reflection?
That's nonsense. Vampires aren't real.
I mean, I didn't think frickin' demons were real, but look at my frickin' face, man. Look at it.
It's pretty hideous.
Quick question. Does the ritual mention that the creature needs to be in the premises when we start it?
Does not specify. It just specifies you need to start at midnight.
Okay.
So after about 30 minutes, everyone give me a listen check.
Do I need to make any more saves, like Constitution or?
No, you were stabilized because you had a successful medicine check within an hour of your entry.
Oh,
Okay.
those are some bad failures right there.
Listen.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Fail, and fail. Okay, cool.
Listening is not a strong point of Boomer.
I didn't mean to do it twice, but can
That's fine.
I use
Fred's
6
belief.
points to?
Sure. You can use 6 luck to succeed on that.
Yeah.
You succeed on that, and you hear off in the distance a scream, a loud, a screaming noise. You seem to be coming from off towards Boone Road,
Was it towards the guy that walked off?
towards the guy you sent out of the house. I don't know.
Oh.
You told him to wait outside.
Oh, I thought. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I will relay this and be like, "Yeah, it was a scream. Did you guys hear that?
I didn't hear anything.
How could you not freaking hear? You've got 2 ears. I've got 1."
Do you know
After
Kind of
about,
why you're bleeding.
after about another hour or an hour and 30 minutes, you hear a slamming noise up there, and you hear the horrible noise going on. All right, so you are going to enact a ritual. Who is going to read the Latin? Who are going to be the chanters?
I will be one of them.
Okay.
I will have my gun like in front of me at all times when I'm reading the ritual, though.
Sure. Okay, that's Carl. Right, Carl. Right.
Oh yes, Carl.
Okay. Anyone else want to chant with him?
I mean, I figured I should, have protection. So, Boomer, it seems like it's right up your alley, mister.
But if I'm here saying these goofy poems, then who's going to document all of this? For posterity, of course.
I mean, don't you have a good memory? You seem to remember everything else.
I'm just gonna kind of hold up the camera. I'd much rather get proof.
Okay.
I am going to look at Boomer. I'm going to say, I have a recorder. If you would like.
I also have a recorder, but that's not enough. I see your government that you work for is well versed in subverting the audio recordings that are presented into evidence.
Actually, you just gave me one idea. I'm going to go into my. Ooh, I don't want to leave the house. God damn it.
Okay.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna ask people to cover me, and I'm gonna run into my car and get my recorder and come back.
Okay.
risky.
Are you sure?
It is risky, but
Cover you from inside the doorway with a shotgun. He'll be like, "Yeah, if I see anything, I'll."
High or low? Carl?
I want low.
Right.
Fuck.
A Give me a dexterity roll.
Prepare yourself for the noise. It's coming.
I know.
Oh my god! Time to use 50 luck points, I guess. Damn it. It's not a dodge roll, that right? This is
Not a dodge
dexterity
roll. I was just doing a dexterity roll.
to see how fast I
you,
am, I imagine.
You run out there and you get to the car, and you kind of see some movement moving around in that little flap area. You know, there's like the little octagonal sort of window that goes into an attic. So you
Yep.
see a little bit flash of movement up there as you get to the car, and give me an intelligence roll to see how fast you can find your recorder.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a regular success, so that's good.
Ooh.
You it takes you about 30 seconds while you're rooting around in the car as you try and find your recorder within it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see here. All right, give me a. So you're gonna start running back,
Oh,
and
fully.
it's gonna attack you for real. Attack you.
You didn't see anything since he's sitting at the door with his trying to watch his friends back.
Yeah, you can see, you'll see the attack for sure. What weapon are you using?
I have my 10 gauge shotgun.
It's going to be about a 40 foot or 40. It's going to be in your mid range, so it's going to be a hard to hit when you fire. It's going to attack you. You can give me a dodge roll now, Mr.
Yep.
Miller.
God damn it. That's 56 points that I would need to spend here. But I'm
Mhm.
probably gonna die if I freaking.
You have 56 points?
Yeah,
I
jeez.
have 64 luck points left.
Good gracious. I have 29.
I
That's
don't
not
want
very
to waste them though, but I don't want to die as well.
Decisions.
Do you want to see what happens?
You might survive.
I saw what happened before with him. I don't want to really, but
Go ahead. I tell you what. Go ahead and make your shot. Shoot at the creatures. You see it closing on your friend.
come on.
It's a shotgun, though. Isn't it also gonna hit him?
No, it's fine.
They don't
It's-
spread.
They're spread, but it's you can direction it away from your friend as you see it flying towards them. So give me a shoot shotgun.
Give me a shoot.
So do I do a shotgun check, or is that how that works?
Yeah, you go into the combat
Yeah.
section. Be a shotgun there.
And I just click the shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
that's
Well,
not a hard though.
That's it's a hard roll, I think. So I don't think I
It was a
passed.
hard roll. So
You would need 25 more. Ugh.
that
Okay.
is a miss. Unfortunately,
I
it's going to hit you.
am going to use my.
Jeez.
Well, that's the damage it would do to you.
Yeah, I'm no, screw it. I'm gonna take that damage.
You
Ugh,
can take damage. Okay, you take 7 damage. How much HP is that?
I'm at 4.
All right, give me a con save. Con roll.
Okay. Oh my
Fail.
god, no!
You
I'm
fall
gonna
unconscious
spend 30.
with
No,
a
no,
major
now I'm
wound.
gonna spend 37 luck points because that is too much. I will die if I be unconscious out there.
Okay, so you you do that.
Jesus Christ.
The two of you that are out there, give me sanity rolls.
And meanwhile, us in the house, we can hear the commotion, right?
What?
Yeah.
I just shot a shotgun.
So
I
I'm
hope you
going
can hear it.
to I'm gonna look at the rest of the group. I'm gonna say, guys, I think we should consider closing the door.
You sure?
What are my rolls? Jesus Christ.
All right,
Fred's
both
gonna
of
try to
you,
help.
both of you lose 4 sanity.
Ouch.
Can Fred try to help? I mean, I know I'm like nearly, dead.
No.
Am I
You're-
just
you're basically sitting back on right now.
Can I
Um,
at least sit with my shotgun? Am I able to sit down in one place and just kind of have my shotgun there? And if I see anything,
You can't see anything where you're sitting now. They're outside.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
I,
If anybody comes in, if the monster could come
Sure.
in.
do I at
I'm-
least get back to the house now?
Yeah, you make it back to the house now after getting attacked.
Oh, I
Um,
immediately boom the door behind me.
Has anyone lost more than a fifth of their sanity?
How much sanity do I lose for failing that one right there?
4. So, it's only it's been.
Okay.
No one has lost more. No one could have lost more than a fifth of their sanity.
I am at 96% sanity.
Good.
That was not fun.
So you see your friend come in. He got slashed, except instead of the face, this thing seemed to go for his chest. So there's this massive gash of 3 claws that go from his left shoulder all the way down across the chest and over towards the lower right portion of his abdomen. And you can see these are vicious gashes where it's gonna definitely leave a mark. The shirt is shredded. All clothing on top of it shredded completely.
I'm just gonna take out the overcoat immediately and does anyone have any first aid kits or something?
Antacids!
You're closing in on the time to start the ritual. It's gonna start. You have about an hour before that begins.
One thing I would like to do now that I have the tape recorder is sit down at the desk,
Mm-hmm.
the sofa, put it down there,
Mm-hmm.
turn it on, and now start recording it. I'm gonna take the paper and I'm gonna ask everyone to stay quiet. I'm gonna press to record. I'm gonna start reading the paper to the thing.
Okay.
O spiritus vos potention, and etc. I'm gonna keep reading until the end. As soon as I hit the end, I stop
Hey,
immediately.
Steve, thank you for the dono.
And I
Much
just want to
appreciated.
put it to
What does that put us
play
at? I
that
can't
back
see. The
in
number's
a
too
loop.
tiny.
Okay. Give me an occult roll.
Cultural, okay.
4,
I don't know if that is
8,
gonna
6.
work.
Getting ever
If
closer.
it does, I'm very happy with it.
Definitely gonna meet it before
Okay.
before the con is over.
You think this has a 50% chance of working if you do
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
So you might want to use that as maybe a backup.
Oh no,
but-
I'm just gonna keep that playing in the background like all times because I'm gonna keep chanting. Just if shit goes down, it's better to have a backup plan.
Sure. Absolutely.
No,
Absolutely. Okay. So we have one person reading. We have Boomer doing whatever Boomer's doing. We're gonna have a watcher. Who wants to draw the pentagram on the ground?
I can do that.
pagan symbols.
If Boomer doesn't want to do that.
I can try to help out, I suppose. I can try to help out, I guess, but I'm not too good at drawing symbols, I don't think. But let's see.
All right. So we get started.
You like drawing the schematic?
What?
Is it drawing the schematic?
Yes.
Might be able to do that. I'm drawing some schematics.
I'll give you the chalk.
Cool. And so we have Fred propped up against the wall, kind of protecting Brandon with his gun out. Boomer doing his thing. David drawing the symbol, and Carl doing the chant. All right. The first 20 minutes of the ritual go by pretty smoothly as you mark out the pentagram on the ground. There's that. Switch the music around for you guys because I like doing that. After about 20 minutes, the creature seems to have gotten wind of what you're doing as you hear scratching and shuffling sounds above you. Yeah, awful howling noise, grunts and foul curses coming in harsh guttural language as the house sways and creaks. Everyone go ahead and give me a sanity roll.
Sanity.
Sanity roll, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no!
Okay, I'm good.
Boomer, you failed. So everyone who succeeds, no loss. Boomer, you failed, so you lose 1 sanity point.
Ha!
And then this foul smell of odor just creeps from the ceiling, and you see ooze starting to fall from the ceiling as well. Everyone give me a luck roll.
Look at that. If I only hadn't spent 37 luck.
A luck roll.
Luck
Oh.
roll. You would hover above where
Wow.
the symbol. Yeah.
We're all rolling luck. I don't know where.
Oh,
no.
as you spend the points, it gets lower.
It's lower.
Wow.
Yes, which is horrible.
You
Good.
can hover where it says luck, and it should highlight the whole box. You can click it. There you go. All right, Brandon and Fred both fail. That's unfortunate for Fred. He's pretty immobile at this point, though.
Fred
So
is
you
just
both take 1 point of damage. But the chanting is coming along. No big issues at this point. Who's keeping watch? It's Brandon and Fred.
Yeah, I think so.
Mostly Brandon. Fred's kind of just propped up against the wall. at
Wait,
this
what?
point. So
I thought I was keeping watch.
Boomer too. Boomer and Brandon and Fred are keeping watch. This
Everybody
works.
watches.
I need those that are watching. I need listen checks.
Ah, shit.
My ears
Listen,
are
I'm
open.
not good at listening. I'm only good at spotting hidden things.
I'm also not any good at listening to others.
Oh, but I can do it this time.
All right, Fred and Brandon, you kind of hear a noise coming from outside. You hear a woman. Help me, please, please,
Friend,
please help me. And you go outside.
Brandon will tell it, be like, bro, it sounds like there's a woman outside. I'll look outside, yeah.
Okay, give me a spot hidden. Cool. You see a middle-aged woman, obviously hurt, crawling towards the house. She lifts her head and calls towards you. Her face seems streaked with blood.
Wait, you probably don't want to come to the house. It's pretty spooky over here.
Please help me. I need help. Please help me.
All we have in here are antacids, lady. I'm sorry.
We're roughly right around here, over by the well.
Quick question. Could Carl still reading start moving, or does he just stay in the circle?
You're not even in the circle. You're outside the circle reading.
Oh, but I can see read outside the circle. Okay, awesome. I'm just gonna walk by the door and close the door
Okay.
as I keep reading.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a sanity roll, Brandon, because you saw this woman.
I'm sorry, what? What did you say?
I need a sanity roll from Brandon because he saw this woman with blood streaking on her face. Good, you succeed. Only 1 sanity point lost. You hear some clawing noises at the door, and the next thing you know, you see this corpse of a woman, hole bored in her chest, much like the raccoon you saw earlier, scraping her hands against the window, trying to find a way in.
Should I shoot her?
Not with the window. Not through the window. There's the sigils there, and that'll break it. So
I am going to just reading. Point to the table and then point to the window.
Okay.
yeah, we'll cover up the window.
Yeah, Boomer
You'll
will
cover
flip
up
up the
the-
table to block the window.
Okay. So it's been about an hour of chanting. You hear the scratching, and it seems like the tapping on the window has changed. Then you hear a crashing noise as the window breaks.
Oh
But-
no.
And but there's no knocking on the table that you've propped against it. The glass is broken though. And then you hear the scratching instead moving to where you can best assume were the sigils on the windows themselves.
Oh no!
Move the
I'm
table
gonna-
and we'll shoot her.
I'm gonna grab the table and shove it out of the way so that somebody has a shot of the zombie lady.
Okay, you're both at point blank range. If you want to shoot, you have a bonus die on the attack. So just use your guns.
Could I? I mean, I'm right beside it. Could I have a shot? Oh, okay, never mind.
Sure.
You know what? Boom. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you guys have a bonus. So Boomer, you can roll the bonus penalty thing. So you have a 64. It's still a failure.
No.
But the extreme success is a good shot. It does 4 damage to the creature that's out there. It's not dead, but it is hurting. It is hurting.
How does extreme damage work? I'm assuming it's not extra damage. You do that instead, right?
Like
You
it's
do
a
that instead.
wound?
Do the extreme amount. It's
Okay.
the same with the critical. A critical hit and extreme do the same amount, which
Gotcha.
is metal.
Okay.
So you do 4 damage to her. She's hurting, but she's still scratching away. Let's see if I can get this to work. My roll 20 is lagging behind. I apologize. Yeah, she's scratching away, trying to get those sigils to disappear at this point.
Could I try and shoot her hand? Or is that reading, or is that too much?
That's too much. You're
How
trying
come it
to
says for damage it says does 2d4 plus 4d6 plus 2 at short range, but when it says rolling, it just says
Oh,
rolling.
you use the shotgun. Yeah, then that damage is different on that.
Yeah.
The damage is different on the shotgun. That's much higher.
Yeah, because you said we were point blank too.
You're point blank with the shotgun, so that's
Holy.
4d6. That is not the right damage roll. So, we'll just triple that, I think. So that's 12 damage, not 4.
Wait, is it 46 or 64?
It's 46.
If it is max damage, shouldn't it be 24, I think?
Yeah. We'll go with that. 24. So you blow her to pieces. She's toast.
So
will
the
just-
sigil is intact.
Yeah, it's on the ground. Yeah, the sigils are around the windows are still intact. You were able to get there in time.
So then I'm going to all right, listen. Here's a new plan. Table back up over the broken window. We'll put the sigil over the table so it's still blocking the means of egress. And then somebody needs to check the basement for hammer and nails.
Alright,
Right? You're able to run downstairs real fast. You find a bag of nails and a hammer, and you're able to hammer that into place, no problem.
we can also, maybe we can grab this other table downstairs for more wood.
Sure.
Grab the other table and board up over the sigils so that they can't scratch them off.
That would mean going outside.
Oh no.
Okay. So you do that. After about an hour, like an hour's passed, you hear the creature kind of, much like before, you hear a stomp, nothing, as if the sound has disappeared. And over the next 30 minutes, you again hear nothing, and then at 1:30 you have slam right onto the ceiling, and this time you hear a sort of creaking noise up top as you hear the door to the attic open, but obviously the creature can't come through because of the sigils. You're standing there, Mr. Mueller. You see a body dropped down to the ground, and then the body stands up.
I am simply going to steer reading, just pick up this chair and just kick it to him and just start moving back.
Okay. What's your dexterity?
Low. It is actually no 40. Not that low.
Okay, it is slower than you, which is surprising. So you're able to move away from it before it gets to you. So it gets to about here. As you do the chanting, the sigil is probably right here in the ground, or not sigil, the pentagram's in the ground. So you guys should up here. What would you like to do?
Shoot it.
Pentagram finished, or is it still being drawn by this time?
It's drawn. It's been drawn since within the first 20 minutes.
I would like to
Well,
aim
that's
my
been-
revolver.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to aim my revolver at it.
Okay, you guys go ahead and take your shots.
Does Brandon have to reload? Because
You'd since been reloaded. It's been a while since the last shot. Oh my god.
Okay, Jesus Christ, Brendan, what the hell?
Yeah, you don't even. You're like Rambo at this point. You come over to this one and you just you splatter him against the wall as well. He's
this is
dead.
my grandma's shotgun.
That's right. That's right. Okay. So yeah, everything is going well. The demon is upstairs and it's very upset. The ritual is near completion. Within the last 5 minutes of the ritual, a wisp of oily smoke curls down from the ceiling, twisting towards the center of the pentagram on the floor. The creature from the attic is drawn towards the wards and in the investigator's eyes. At this point, you guys are just chanting away, trying to keep it, trying to make sure the ritual completes. When you all see the creature transform into something, and this is different for every person. So, Carl, you see Rupert Merriweather. The ritual, he's saying to you, the ritual must be stopped. You'll only make the beast more powerful. Fred, you see your dead brother. If you stop the ritual, the djinn will be able to bring me back to life, brother. Please, please. Boomer, you see Aleister Crowley. He's speaking with you. I will help you. I will help you solve all the mysteries that are in your mind. Just stop the ritual, and we will come to a world of occult that will crash this world, and it'll be amazing, and you'll love it. Brandon, you see your dog, and it's whining in pain, seemingly caused by the ritual. It's crying for your help. David, you see your daughter. Daddy, we can be a happy family again. The djinn can make us a happy family. You just gotta stop the ritual. I need everyone to give me a psychology roll.
Oh, psychology roll. That's gonna be bad.
Ooh.
Not
Boo.
psychoanalysis.
Oh, I mean,
psychology, right?
yay!
Yup.
Hey, yep.
All right, Boomer, you succeeded, so I need a sanity roll from you, because you can actually see this thing for what it actually is.
I will use 1 luck point.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just like. Ooh.
I'll give you guys a bonus die on all of those rolls because you guys have been messing with this thing for the entire time. So if you want to roll insanity and replace, you can.
If I, what do we roll?
Just hit the bonus penalty thing at the bottom of your roll.
What does that do? It's like you add that to your score?
You replace the first number.
Yeah, you replace the
your roll
tens
with that.
digit.
Ah, so I have 86 instead of 76.
No, you keep the lowest of the two.
Went from a 6 to 71. That's pretty awesome.
Did anyone succeed with that?
No.
Okay. Since you all failed, except for one person,
Aha!
we're gonna do everyone give me a sanity roll.
Okay.
Again?
Not you, Boomer. Everyone
Okay.
else.
I'm gonna use 4 lucky points. Nope.
Those who failed lose 5 and are temporarily insane.
I think got used.
Good. So those of you that failed and lost the 5, I need intelligence rolls now.
The ones that what?
That failed the sanity roll.
Oh, I failed the sanity. Okay.
So Fred failed and Brandon succeeded. So Fred, you're fine. You don't grasp what you're looking at. Brandon, you grasp what you're seeing.
I think you said that.
I'm sorry, what?
Brandon was the one that passed.
That's what?
The intelligence check?
Right. That's bad.
You don't want to pass because if you pass, you understand what the hell's going on.
Because the investigator recognizes the full significance of what they've seen and or experienced and goes temporarily insane. So, let's see here. 10, 5.
Success here is bad. Okay.
Success in the intelligence roll is bad. All right, Brandon, you flee in a panic. You burst out the door and you just start chucking it. And for the next 5 hours, you are running.
Here.
You're gone.
Gotta get that cardio.
The rest of you, who had the worst failure on that thing? Fred. Okay, Fred, You see what you saw before with your brother changes into a small child, and the small child is asking you for its help, and it just wants to be embraced and comforted. And you are going to start crawling towards it, trying to break the pentagram to reach this child.
We gotta help this kid out, guys. We can't just leave it hanging.
So you guys see Fred, who's very injured, crawling towards the pentagram. What would you like to do?
I'm going to gently push him away from it.
I would like to continue running away, please.
You'd like to what?
Continue running away.
You're gone. You're out the door. You're down Boone Road. You're gonna be in the Ross's Corners in a bit.
Looking
Fred
at the
is gonna
situation,
try to like strength himself to like get to that pentagram.
Okay.
Carl wants to like.
You
God
guys
damn it,
see-
he's the one reading. That's the problem.
Yes, he is. So Moore and Boomer are probably gonna have to do something. Strength roll, sure.
So I'm going to stop Fred from crawling since he's on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Fred is strong as hell. Oh no.
Fred is strong. Let me see some strength rolls.
Oh jeez.
Hard success beats a regular success, so
I'd
David
like
Moore
to
is
get
able to
so
stop
lucky
you.
with it. I'm just playing.
No. And so with that, you're able to stop Fred from crawling into the pentagram.
What are you
In the
freaking
5 minute-
man? There's a kid right there, David.
in the 5 minutes pass,
Crumb, you've lost your
Ritual comes to fruition, and with a smack, and like a crash of thunder, the room is silent. The smoke gone. The ritual.
I will keep reading for like an extra 20 minutes just to be sure.
Success.
Officer Crumb. I think you need to get your head looked at after your wound, my friend.
Fred no longer feels the pull towards the child that is no longer there.
Hell. Why am I not ground? Stand back up.
So you've beaten the thing.
That was interesting.
You guys gain back some sanity point for succeeding in this mission.
How many?
Figure that out now.
Okay.
You get 6
Running
sanity
away for
point.
like 4 more hours.
Yeah, they'll track you down, I'm sure.
Oh.
Find me in the
So you guys
I'm just gonna look at the groom and gonna say, now, sitting down in the chair, just like putting a hand on my wound. How do you explain the 2 bodies in this room
Oh,
to
they're
the police?
sure.
We don't. I say we book it right now. There's no real evidence that we were here.
How do we know I'm gone?
There is a hobo and there is. We should also get Brandon back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you figure out what you're gonna do with that. You make your way back to Arkham.
I
As
go
you-
to the hospital.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
you get to the hospital.
I will take the 2 people to the hospital who need it.
I need some stitches.
Professor Rice tracks you down as you're tending to your wounds. Oh, friends, I'm looking everywhere for you. I was in contact with Professor Smith over in Britain. He said it was urgent that you come over to him with that sarcophagus. You can't ship it. You must take it with you. We've booked you a passage on a steamer ship, first class, and put you at a very nice hotel in London. But you need to get over to London and show him that. He says it's vitally important that you get over there as soon as you can. And that's where it ends.
Very well.
I don't know, man. Look at my frickin' face.
Thank you very much for playing with me tonight, gentlemen, ladies. I hope you had a good time. That is the end of our session this evening.
It was.
All right. And with that, we are going to be done. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with us. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. Hopefully, I see you again next Monday for more Call of Cthulhu. And until next time, everybody.